Now we'll see one by one. First, we'll see what is parenchyma. Details about parenchyma. This parenchyma are found in almost all organs of the plant. In a plant, in every organ, we can see this type of tissues, parenchyma, permanent tissue. Then we'll see the function of parenchyma. The main function of parenchyma is synthesizing and storing of food. Synthesizing means producing and storing of food. After producing, the parenchyma will store food. And you know that how the plants are producing food? They are producing food through a process called photosynthesis. So here the parenchyma need to do the process photosynthesis for producing food or synthesizing food. Now we'll see for producing food, for doing photosynthesis, another special one component is required. It is called chlorophyll. We'll see the next feature, next character. Chlorenchyma is a type of parenchyma that contains chloroplast. It carries out photosynthesis and present in leaves. This chloroplast is a type of parenchyma. Chlorenchyma is a type of parenchyma in that chlorophyll is present. Contains chloroplast. Chloroplast contains chlorophyll. This chlorophyll is actually doing the process photosynthesis. Photosynthesis mode is what is meant by photosynthesis. The plants are preparing food in the presence of sunlight with the help of water and carbon dioxide. In the presence of sunlight with the help of water and carbon dioxide, the plants are preparing their own food, and that process is called photosynthesis. That is why photo means light. In the presence of light only the plants can prepare food. That is why it is known as photosynthesis. In night time the plants cannot do photosynthesis, and this photosynthesis is done by a feature, a pigment. It's a green color pigment. That is why the color of leaves are green, because of the presence of chlorophyll. The chlorophyll present in chloroplast, and this chloroplast is present in a type of parenchyma cells is called chlorenchyma. Chlorenchyma. I hope you understand. Now we'll see then another type of parenchyma. It is called Aerenchyma. A-E-R-E-N. Aerenchyma. It's a type of parenchyma which helps the aquatic plants to float. You might have seen the aquatic plants. They need to float in the water. For that, like air bubbles. Some bubbles you can see in some aquatic plants. Some bubbles you can see. This air bubbles is made by a special type of parenchyma cell which is called Aerenchyma, which will help the plants to float in the water. Now, we'll see the next type of ground tissue. First, we have seen about parenchyma. The second type is called collenchyma. Collenchyma. Now, we'll see the properties of collenchyma. It is made up of elongated or oval cells with no intercellular spaces. First of all, you need to see the arrangement of cells in that tissue. It is made up of elongated or oval cells with no intercellular space. There is no space, it is closely packed. That is a collenchyma. We'll see the function also, then you will understand why it is closely packed. Second point, you can see they are found under the epidermis in stems of dicots. Epidermis we have seen dermal tissues. This is found below the dermal tissue, that is below the epidermis in stems of dicot trees. Third, it provides mechanical support to the plant body. This provides the mechanical support, means the plant or a tree, big tree or whatever, need to stand straight in the ground. So this mechanical support is given by this type of ground tissue called collenchyma. It also provides elasticity and flexibility to the leaf and stem. You might have seen the branches and plant body. The big trees are waving in the wind, and they will bend, but they will not break. So this flexibility, and after that, when the wind moves, that tree will come back to the previous position. So this movement is done by this type of ground tissue. It is called collenchyma. Now we'll see the third type of ground tissue. It is called sclerenchyma. Scleren, sclerenchyma, chyma. Now we'll see one by one what are the properties of sclerenchyma. The sclerenchyma, they are thick-walled, closely packed, dead cells. In sclerenchyma, all the cells are dead cells without any intercellular spaces. They are tightly packed, closely packed, dead cells. You need to keep in mind, in sclerenchyma, they have dead cells. We know that plants are living, but here in sclerenchyma, the cells are dead. Now, second point, we can see lignin is responsible for the thickness of the plant cell wall. See, you know that it's a group of tissue. Tissue means a group of cell. So these cells are connected each other or pasted each other with the help of a gum is there. That gum's name is lignin. Lignin is responsible for the thickness of the cell wall. It provides mechanical strength to the plant. So this is a function of sclerenchyma. It provides mechanical strength. If the plant is, some plants we are using to make furniture and all. Why? Because that plant is that much strong. Some plants, we will not select every plant. In some plants, the strength is more. Those plants only we are taking to make it as make furniture and other things. So here the presence of sclerenchyma is deciding the strength of that plant. Now we'll see that two types of sclerenchyma cells are there. There are two types of sclerenchyma cells, fibers and sclerites. Sclerites. Sclerids. Fibers, Fibres. Fibers and sclerites. Two types of sclerenchyma cells. Now we'll see what are fibers. The fibers are found in outer regions of cortex and pericycle of the stem, midrib of leaves, and xylem and phloem. These cells you can find in different places. First place is the outer region of cortex, the outer region of the cells. And next is the pericycle of the stem. In the stem, you can see the outer covering. That outer covering of the stem is called as pericycle. Then midrib. Means if you take a leaf, you can see a center. In the center of the leaf, the one line is going. One big vein is going. It is called midrib of the leaves. Then in the xylem and phloem. These are the two other tissues. We'll study in detail about xylem and phloem. For now, you see, just keep in mind the names xylem and phloem. Now, some examples are there for these fibers. You might have seen cotton fiber. You might have heard about cotton fiber, jute fiber. All these are examples of sclerenchyma fibers, sclerenchymatic fibers, cotton fiber, jute fiber. All these are fibers we are getting from the plants. Now we'll see the next is sclerites. First one is fibers. Next is sclerites. Sclerids. Sclerites. They found in the seed coats and pulp of fruits. You know that when you are taking a seed, the seed is very strong. Why the seed is strong? We need to break seed to see the inside part. So why this seed coats are strong? Because of the presence of sclerites. The outer covering of the fruits also. Some fruits, they are very hard outside because of the presence of sclerites. This is a type of sclerenchymatic cell. And here the properties, these cells are small, oval or irregular in shape and possesses extremely thick lignified walls with pits. Pits means small dips. Extremely thick and lignified means lignin we have seen the previously. The cells are connected each other by a paste. That paste is called lignin. So that type of walls, the interconnected walls we call it as lignified walls. With pits means in between some places are there, some dips are there. It is called pits. So this is a property of scleroid. This will found like this in plants. These cells are small, oval or irregular in shape and possess extremely thick and lignified walls with pits.